Hi Virgo, welcome to your end of March 2018 General Tarot Forecast. It's Raina here. I wanted to start over again because I kept clearing my throat and I just thought that was grotesque. So I'm going to just, hopefully I won't have to do that again. But anyway, the heart of the matter is the Hierophant card, which connects to the sign of Taurus, another earth sign like you. But as you can see, this is a religious figure and does represent spiritual matters, or especially the dogma that we associate with organized religion. And I say that because one of the areas it represents is marriage. So when I see that card, and this could be my own personal prejudice about it, I think of people who stay in a marriage because their church tells them that it's a sin to get divorced, or just the sense of being conditioned by their culture that marriage is where it's at, and you're a failure if you get divorced, you're a failure if you don't get married. So if somebody is asking you to marry them, pressuring you, and you're living together, you may be thinking that you have to do this because you don't want to disappoint them, but also being told that you're living in sin, those kind of things that could be swirling around in your head. You do have a lot of major arcana cards here, Virgo, so there may be a lot of change afoot, not necessarily in this timeline, but in the near future. You did have a full moon right at the beginning of March. So when there's a full moon in your sign, it could mean that you're changing a lot of different things about yourself. And you may be getting divorced. There's a card, what crosses you, though, is the Justice card. So you may not want to get divorced. Or the other person doesn't want to get divorced. Maybe they're the one that is the religious one. You might not even be religious. And they are saying, no, we can't do this. They won't give you the divorce. So you're trying to just get on with your life. It could be, I don't know. But in any case, the heart of this situation, the cause of it is represented by the Queen of Cups. It's a very feminine energy. So I could see somebody who is a mother. So maybe you're pregnant. Did I say that where I said mother? I didn't say it, mother. So you may be pregnant and feeling like you have to conform to tradition by getting married. But maybe something is inside of you doesn't want to make it legal, and that's what this Justice card is. Or maybe you're pregnant with somebody else's child, and this is a Libra person. Justice can be connected to Libra. By the way, I have to say this. I really have to say this. People sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes people say, it's not okay to cheat. I'm not condoning anything by saying, you're pregnant by somebody else. I'm not acting like that's a good thing to be involved with or anything. I'm just telling it like it could be. So you have to see the difference between that. That doesn't mean that I'm condoning that type of behavior. But it does happen, so, why not talk about it? The Queen of Cups, too, can be that your intuition is heightened, and this may have led you to know that a partner was cheating. Also, perhaps you have been waiting for your lover to get divorced. And, there's two possibilities, that the person that you knew you're involved with a married person, or that the person did not tell you until later, or you found out on your own. So then you were involved with somebody who was married, and they promised they're getting divorced, and the divorce is always in the future. It's always on the horizon. So they're basically stringing you along, perhaps, and you want to get married. Okay, you may even be pregnant with his child, and you want to get married, but there's a little fly in the ointment. The divorce hasn't gone through yet, but has he even filed is the real question. The spiritual message is the Wheel of Fortune, which is that, you know, that cosmic karmic wheel. And I always see this as a positive card because it's connected to Jupiter, okay? And I think of, you know, expansion, luck, and things like that, and it can be. But the other thing about the Wheel of Fortune is that what goes around comes around. So there is that karmic element of just basically what you sow, so shall you reap. Are you engaging in behavior? Did you get pregnant by somebody that you knew was married? And you just thought, well, so what? He likes me better, so, and what, you know? And it turns out that he was bluffing. He wasn't going to leave his wife. And he may say she's, you know, terrible, she treats him like crap and everything, but he just happens to continue to be there. The Wheel of Fortune can also mean that if you feel like you're in a bind, don't worry, because things are going to improve. Your luck will improve. And definitely we see with some of these cards that that would be the case, because in the near future we have the Sun card. So this is healing, happiness, wholeness, love, children. So again, you know, you may give birth to a child and that just is just a wonderful feeling, and everything else disappears. All of that other stuff, even if you're not with the father of your child, it doesn't even matter at this point, because you are just happy that you have brought this child into the world. It can mean success. So looking at it from a what do you call it, like a professional setting, the Hierophant can be like working in an organization. So it would be like a corporate environment, and it's an unfair situation. I've been reading, it's kind of a weird thing. I've been reading about corporate environments. I've never worked in one of those. But that some people feel a sense of discomfort, but it pays a lot of money. It tends to pay a lot of money, but there's a sense of having to conform to the culture of that company. And, you know, like they try to control what you can wear, what kind of hairstyles. Now, of course, this happens in a lot of different workplaces. But that there's, you know, even this mindset that people adopt, and it's kind of like a cult, you know. So if there's some kind of a situation where you feel like you're kind of selling yourself out, selling your soul, you may not feel good about that. And it may even be that you feel that you're not getting what you're worth financially. This may come just from knowing this, like on an intuitive level. Or there could be an older woman who is very caring who points this out. It could be like in human resources when you go and complain. She may tell you the real deal, what's really going on at the company. But anyway, it could even be that you're pregnant, and that the company is not granting you maternity leave. And but it says that you will be successful somehow if that's the case. Now let's look at this. I did pick additional cards because they came out. Because the outcome I got was the Seven of Swords, and this is a card, you know, that I associate with theft and cheating. And so I usually don't like to end on this note. Now this could be, what I think this is that, let's say this is a workplace situation, is that you leave without burning bridges, and you leave in a very stealthy kind of way. So in other words, you don't go to the boss and say, you know what, you people have been you know, you've treated me like crap since day one. I don't feel like you've treated me fairly. You gave somebody else a promotion that was here less time than I've been and all this stuff. And I'm, you know, I'm going to just badmouth this company to everybody I know. I'm never going to buy your products when I leave the company. It's that you completely, you know, keep your plans close to your vest. And with swords, we're talking about using your mental agility, using your powers of the mind to be able to leave a situation without burning bridges, because you know that you may work, even if, let's say, you were pregnant and you feel like they didn't give you maternity leave or something like that. Maybe you're going to file a lawsuit, but you're not going to tell them that you're going to do that. Or maybe you're just going to go off into the sunset, but you're not going to tell them that you have another job offer. Maybe, you know, it could be too, you stay on the job temporarily and you're fielding job offers until you get another job, and you're not going to tell them that you're doing that. When other employers say, can we contact your current employer, you say, no, I'm still working there and I don't want them to know that I'm doing this. And but something about being very you know, clever about how you handle the situation. And also, this can be about just going it alone. So if you are, you know, pregnant, having the child and relying on yourself, not even needing this person who is not wanting to leave their marriage, not caring about that because you're independent, you know. So I tried to pick one card and two came out, and they happen to be both very romantic cards. So it is possible that if you have been waiting for somebody to make a decision, that they will. The Ten of Cups, happily ever after. I've been getting this card a lot. So this is a card of marriage. If you've been dragging your feet about marriage, you may decide to do it. Or if the other person doesn't want to get married, maybe you're living with somebody and you want to get married and they don't, they will agree to do it. And this is a card of family harmony. So again, if you are pregnant and you felt like you were going to have to raise a child on your own, maybe you won't have to. But it's a very positive card. And the Lover's card, a card of two people coming together. And it's it can be that sense of you're joining forces, you know, even in a cosmic way as lovers, you know, really taking the relationship to the next level, which is kind of what making a commitment, a marriage commitment, or some kind of a commitment ceremony. Maybe you don't believe in legal marriage for whatever reason, but you want a ceremony that shows your commitment to that person. That might be what you're interested in. But anyway, so it ends on a very romantic note, Virgo. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and good luck to you. If you'd like a personal reading, please click on the link below. Take care. Bye.